Hallie here with Regatta Fitness. Today we are doing a 10-minute on erg stretch. So we're going to start with our arms. You can stay seated on your erg. Your right arm is going to come across your body. You're going to hold with your left hand right at your forearm. So we don't want on your wrist or on your elbow, but right in between. And you're just going to kind of let your arms stretch over. We're getting our shoulders involved here. And then just nice and easy breathing. Good. And then releasing, and let's switch sides. So your left arm comes across, holding right in the middle of your forearm, and then giving a little tug, pulling here. Good, perfect. We're gonna go up overhead. So your right arm is gonna come up over your head, and then you're going to bend your elbow and try to reach the middle of your back. Then your left arm is gonna come up, and then place your hand on your elbow, and then just giving your elbow a little tug behind your back here. Working our triceps. Sitting up nice and straight and tall through this. Good, slowly releasing, and then let's move to the other side. So your left arm comes up, bend your elbow, place your hand in the middle of your upper back, and then your right arm comes up, grabs your elbow, and nice little tug here. Good, slowly releasing. Intertwining your hands behind your back. If you can't reach your hands, grab a strap or a towel or kind of anything you have to link your hands together. Intertwining your hands behind your back, shoulder shrug up and back, reaching back with your arms, opening up this chest area. So this is so important as we row because our arms are forward. So we want to counteract that by reaching back with our hands and arms to open up our pecs in the front of our shoulders. Good. Slowly releasing. Let's move into a twist. So your left hand's going to be placed on your right knee. Your right hand's going to go behind you on the erg, whatever you can kind of reach. If you're less flexible, maybe it holds the seat that you're on, or maybe you kind of twist all the way around. I'm just using the erg as leverage right now for this twist. Good, coming back through center, and let's just go to the other side. So your right hand goes to your left knee, and then your left hand goes behind, again, wherever you can place it. If it's grabbing the seat, that's wonderful. If it's not, whatever kind of feels great for you. Now, I'm not like grabbing on here, like really holding. My fingers are just kind of guiding to let my back fall into this twist, to really open up through that mid back. Good. Slowly come back to center. We're going to do a few hamstring stretches now. So place your feet. I don't want you to strap in. It's not what we're doing here. Just put your feet in. I'm going to have you reach and grab your handlebar and then just slowly walk your butt back. And I want your back nice and tall here. We're using the handlebar as a tool to kind of come forward during this hamstring stretch. Now, personally, right now, I feel it more in my lower back because I can feel that I am curving my lower back. I'm doing exactly what I told you not to do. So keeping your back nice and tall. Let's do this again, and then start to come forward. Should really be able to feel it in your hamstrings. If your toes come up a little bit off the foot pads, that's fine. Good. And then slowly coming back in, we're going to isolate each leg. So your right foot's going to come out onto the ground. Your left leg's going to stay. And then we're just going to lean forward again. Butt goes back. Using the handlebar as kind of a tool here to Keep that stretch. Good, and then let's just switch sides. So right foot goes in, left goes out, and leaning forward. Again, trying to keep your back as nice and tall and straight as you can. Feeling this all along our hamstrings right here in the back of our legs. Good. Slowly placing the handlebar back in. Let's move to a figure 4. So crossing your right ankle over your left knee. Now, what I'd like you to do here is just slowly guide back a little bit and then come forward a little bit on your seat. You should be able to feel this in your hip. If you can't, start to come forward even more so with your upper body. And if you don't enjoy the gliding back and forth, then just stay in one place, feeling this hip opener. Good, slowly releasing, and then let's switch sides. Left ankle comes over, right foot is planted on the ground, and then start to bend forward. Now I can definitely feel that my left hip is a lot tighter than my right hip. So I'm just gonna give it a little extra care here. It's really wonderful to notice which sides of your body are tighter or looser than the others. It's just good information to have so that you know that you should stay in a stretch on one side a little bit longer than the other. Just breathing here. Again, if you like the slow rocking back and forth, that's wonderful. Continue with me with it. If not, just stay in one place. That's fine. Good. Slowly coming up and releasing. Now that we've done the outer hips, we've got to come into the front and the inside. So we're going to kind of widen out our knees as much as possible here. And then we're going to kind of dip with our shoulders. So what I want you to do is place your hands on your knees, and then we're going to lean in with our left shoulder, kind of push out with our right knee. You should feel this in your inner thighs, your groin. It's a wonderful stretch. And then we're just going to switch sides, leaning in with our right shoulder, kind of pushing. Good, that felt so good. Let's just do it one more time through. So left shoulder comes in. And then your right shoulder comes in. Good, awesome. Slowly walking your feet back together. Let's do a hip flexor stretch. So we're gonna stand up, move your seat to the back. Your left foot is going to come up on the rail, and then we're just going to lean forward. So you might need a little bit of adjustment here. I want your knee right over your ankle. It doesn't matter if the seat slides forward to your foot, that's totally fine, but I want you to continue with this lining up of the knee over the ankle and this leaning forward so that we really get this nice, good hip flexor stretch. And just breathing here. If your heel's up, that's totally fine. If your heel's down, that's fine. What we're really concentrating on is this hip flexor, front of the hip area right now. Good, slowly coming out. And then we got to move to the other side of the erg to do the other side. So let the seat slide back. Right foot goes on, and then start to walk your left foot back, leaning forward. Again, making sure that knee is right over your ankle. And just breathing here, feeling that hip flexor opening up. It's a wonderful, wonderful stretch. My hip flexors are always super tight, and from rowing, your hip flexors get very, very, very tight. So this is a wonderful stretch to continue to do over and over. Good. Slowly coming out. You can sit back down because now you are ready to start your erg workout. I am Hallie. Thank you so much. This has been 10 minutes of stretching on the erg, and I'll see you next time.